15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
This defense for the Bills, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23.
A very solid gain of 27.
Now again running right is Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson buying time to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's... An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The Bills at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. But they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he's going to have the Bills 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Some of the things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jarvis Landry, 47 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 29, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Bulldozes past him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows, is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
James Cook
from 4 yards out.
And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Look at the big man rumble. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone come.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. But give to Cook out of the gun.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Allen, that'll be complete to Cook. And some space here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. He finds Corey Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzama. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzama in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
It's a foot race, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Landry. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a give running left with Montgomery.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On third down, Wilson.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
From 13 yards out, and the Jets are going to take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Allen to throw it.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jets.
Garrett Wilson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rolling to his left.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
75 yards.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Allen now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. One final try here for Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got it.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook from a yard out. And the Bills are back within a score.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Jets have got it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now Allen.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here's Allen.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. complete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.